And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of this episode. Evelyn and Enchanter, of course, next week at the pay-per-view will be going for the LunarBlades Women's Championship, but for now, they're in a sanctioned backstage brawl.
How does that even work? A sanctioned backstage brawl?
Well, apparently they neither one of them wanted to wait till next week. And so the owners all agreed to let them blow off some steam, just let them go at it.
So why didn't they just fight in the ring? I'm just saying. Really? Since they're going to organize a fight anyway, it's just counterproductive. It doesn't seem very chaotic when you get all your paperwork in order. I'm just saying.
It still doesn't stop the fact that these two can do whatever they want back there. There are no rules.
Well, from what I heard, now I can speak my mind. That rack Evelyn has, she can do whatever she wants anyway, and that's just the way it is.
It certainly is. Maybe that was one of the deciding factors. Slamming Evelyn onto that container. I think I may have heard some crying in there. Oh.
That's Edgar's home. You didn't know that?
Part of my understanding, yeah, Ed crawled in there earlier and said no more shiny, and then started crying.
That's really a mobile home for him. That's what he gets in there.
Poor guy, gotta feel sorry for him.
Actually, that's the house he chose. He said it's nice, cozy, and comfortable.
Enchanter going away with those kicks.
The best thing she can do is keep Evelyn at a distance. Because if she grabs her and puts her in that rack, it's going to be trouble. And how about this guy in the background trying to cut a promo? Freaking nerve of this guy. Who is he?
I don't know. I don't even think he's on the proper show, to tell you the truth.
Kick him out of here. Tell him to go back where he belongs. Go back to his own little universe or wherever he's from.
Well, as we all know, it's certainly not a federation that he's from.
Well, I don't know what type of federation or whatever he's from. But if it's not entertaining, he best carry it behind.
And these two have been going at it. Looks like Enchanter's just sizing up Evelyn.
This is the longest backstage brawl I've ever seen in my life.
Next week, these two will go at it in the ring with the rules for the LunarBlades Women's Championship.
If none of them get injured on this nice night of sanctioned backstage brawls, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, I'm wondering about what repercussions this will have on next week. And Evelyn working that back some. Probably trying to set her up to utilize her rack.
So you know, Evelyn is a real professional. She actually wears her outfit everywhere she goes. I ran into her in Limsa the other day, and I saw she was wearing her outfit.
Well, I'm sure that the costume designers try to make the outfits as an Enchanter able to outlast Evelyn on this.
Well, she went to sleep. Enchanted. At least I hope she went to sleep, you know. She was twisting her neck kind of hard before she threw her down and she lost consciousness. Yeah. That's how they perform neck breakers in the Empire there, Jack. And you don't wake up.
The Empire scares me.
Well, you know, the Empire is quite a friendly place until they either invade you or you attack them, then they have to strike back. Then the Empire is very, very aggressive.
The Empire invades places just for being there.
Well, that's sometimes true, like I said. But that's the only two times you'll worry about them. When they invade or when they strike back. It's just how it is. Have you ever seen the Empire strike back before?
No, I don't think I've seen an Empire strike back.
Well, the last time the Empire actually had to strike back against somebody, boy, I tell you, they destroyed the whole planet. It became a star of death, if you will, if you know what I mean. That's where I believe there was some dark heroes of darkness or some crap. That's where they came from. We whipped her behind so bad they had to pull a CD multiverse theory and jump ship.
And Dog, I guess, continues his training underneath the tutelage of Drago to become a fan favorite. He faced Maximo last week. This week he teams up with Maximo.
I don't know why he's putting himself through all this crap. He's
I
already
guess
the greatest leader we have.
I guess he just actually wants real recognition, real respect instead of people thinking that he's an asshole.
Well,
Which
and the Empire is real recognition and respect, and that's how you get things done. Which that's what he does, get things done.
And apparently Drago won't be making an appearance tonight. All I know is that he got roughly about 5 tons of material. A bunch of...
Why is Azrael running around like a Dumas?
Well, his attitude certainly has changed since him and Bro started teaming up. He certainly seems to be a lot happier than when he was with Ryan.
Still looks like a Dumas to me. All that running around is unnecessary. Champion, act like a champion.
But yeah, apparently Drago grabbed 5 tons worth of steel and chain link fence, and I don't know what the hell's going on, but apparently he's busy constructing something.
Where does one buy that much steel and chain link fence from, anyway?
From the steel and chain link fence stores down the street.
Well, I've been there many times trying to reenact my 5th birthday party, and they only sell like 1 ton per customer per month. So something ain't right here.
Well, don't forget, Drago has made a lot of money in the past off of those t-shirt sales.
But there's still just a limit on how many they'll sell. I think he might be on the black market board. Find a legal chain and seal. Some place I know you can get it without a restriction.
So I'm confused. Was it like a market that's not, public? Or was it like Drago's own personal market because his last name's Black?
I can't believe you really asked something that stupid, Jack. This is the market board that's on the dark, less than reputable dealings.
Oh, like the dark link shells.
That's right.
Yeah, I accidentally stumbled across that one time. Almost sold myself by the pound. That was...
I bet you still wouldn't have got more than 15 cents.
Yeah, apparently, because, you know, it's a lot of, you know, fat and it's chewy and, you know what, this talk about cannibalism is making me a little uncomfortable.
Well, you know, human trafficking is very, very successful and profitable if you know how to do it correctly.
Dare I ask, how many years have you been at it?
No, I've never dabbled in that myself, but I got a cousin that is very, very deep into it.
What about the lalas that you used to have in cages?
They're not humans. They're lalas. I didn't say lala trafficking. Plus, I don't sell them. I just beat the crap out of them. It's different.
Have you ever considered seeing a psychiatrist?
For what?
Oh, nothing. Maybe just to talk.
It's not. It's not even the problem that I really have against all lalas. It's just certain ones. There's certain attitudes with their little beady eyes. It's like my good friend Clara. Clara's a lala. You got no problem with Clara.
Yeah, but that's because Clara, you know, does illegal stuff for you.
Illegal stuff in which you can either confirm or deny.
I can confirm it. She puts it up on the link shell all the time.
And how do you know that?
Because both you and her have talked about it so many times that there's evidence.
What evidence do you have?
Look it. I'll bring it up on my link shell right. You know what? No, I'm not going to bring it up on my link shell because then I'll be put onto a list. Then
So
the FIB will be after me.
So you're telling me that you're recording us without our written consent or permission, which is illegal.
Aha, but that's only in the case of monetization.
It is. You know,
because there's absolutely no likenesses. Because there's no realistic likenesses here. And all events are purely coincidental.
That's not true. And every time I talk, because I'm a color commentary, that is monetization. So, yeah.
No.
I can sue you.
Well, you can certainly try, but because the LBWF is not monetized...
I'm going to sue you, Jack.
Oh, by all means, you can go ahead. Here, sue me for everything I got. Here's everything I got. 14 gil, all yours. Good job.
Oh, well. I'll take your 14 gil, all your little t-shirts you bought, and I'll find something else to take.
You can certainly try, because once I'm complete with my monk training, I'll take it all back. Plus more. And then I'm going to wash your armor.
The only kind of monk you could ever be, Jack, is a monkey. And by that I mean reach up your behind and sling poop.
Why, thank you for the useful tactic. I'll be sure to use that on you.
I'm sure you will.
And Dog is aiming up that last call. Not a lot of people have been able to get up from that.
Well, that's why it's the last call and not the first call or the second call, Jack. Come on now. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Even though I think it's had about 17 different names at this point.
Well, you know, sometimes you get drinking and by the time last call comes around, you forget. But as the last call, it's been the last call.
But this has certainly turned into kind of one-on-one matches. Azrael and Dog have been going at each other. Maximo going for the big row bro.
I wonder if our great leader, Dog, Engelbert Chambers, realizes that such a great super kick as the last call is actually a copyrighted item, or if he bought that or something.
Oh, I'm sure he just threw Gil at it.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as he's not getting sued, you know.
I think that's truly the only move that he knows. The throw Gil attack.
Well, that's very successful. Thieves have been using it for many years now, and it's always worked.
Well,
Some people
apparently,
say,
as far as I know, a bunch of assassins have basically made it their creed.
well, I'm gonna have to get down to the origins of this story, and I'll let you know later.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's raising kind of a black flag, isn't it?
Well, only if you go down and you get too deep into the syndicate.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the old ridiculous.
I disagree.
And Bro able to get a pin on Maximo. I don't really know if that was going to be a failure in Drago's eyes or not, as Drago was testing Dog, not Maximo.
Seems like Maximo's taking a lot of whippings from this training of Dog. I
Well,
wonder how loyal he'll be.
he certainly is loyal to Drago 100%.
I wonder why.
And the Bros showing the world why they're the Delamud champions.
It's true, they are the tag team champions. I guess they should have. You know, it's just one thing I'm really tired of seeing, and that's Azrael acting like a Dumas.
He has a positive attitude. You should try it someday. You really should.
I do have a positive attitude.
You know what? Next week at the pay-per-view, why don't you come in with a good, positive, happy attitude?
I'll make sure I wear my happy helmet then. Maybe
Excellent.
And I'll see happy and joyous and all that crap.
Until next week at the pay-per-view, this is Jack Human signing off, putting on a happy helmet.
That's Blaze Garlemald. I'm gonna make sure we raise the ratings of this show. Stop getting these kids in here.